In this next video for the high resolution 3D seabed charts produced by Seafield Navigation for the TurboWin software family, we will look at the folios for Cardigan and Kinsale. We'll take a look at the 3D in those areas. In this presentation we will be transferring from fathoms into meters. I know that a lot of our customers use meters for their depth measurements. So without further ado, we'll start. We'll go and take a look at the Irish coast here. So we can see that there are shallower areas and deeper areas. Shallows are about 22 to 30 meters and the deeps are 36, running down to 40-50 meters here. Zoom out a little bit. There, go there. And here we're down to 5-4 meters of water. Dropping down to 23 meters of water here, just to the east of it. Again, the closeness of these ISO lines indicates the steepness of the bank. Take a look at this section here. Well, it's just under 700 meters to the screen, 1 to 2,500 scale, so we can see the detail presented here on the 3D image. Again, the contours at 1 meter spacing. The box here being the outline of the box on the main navigation screen here, and the surrounding image is being drawn from the data held in memory. We'll keep on coming down the Irish coast here. Come round the corner into Kinsale. That's where the seabed looks very interesting. So here we've got shallow areas at 25 meters, give or take, dropping to 40 meters. And if we zoom right in here, come back into the high resolution area, we can see that there are some very well defined seabed features. And in this area we're looking at about 16 meters of water. Steep cliff segment here and steep cliff segments here on the right image, where the ISO lines come very close together. The blue area here on the right image indicates the impression from the Admiralty chart for the area, for the shallow area that we're looking at. We'll come further down the coast here. Seem to be at the mouth of a bay. Again, no detail on the Admiralty chart, but we're in 13-14 meters of water, and we have good resolution bathymetry here. Again, we'll keep on coming down the coast. Some features indicated by some depth contours on the Admiralty chart. And you'd think there were only 4 or 5 shallow bits there, but it's a big family of seabed features with cracks down the middle of them, steep sides. Again, this main feature here, you're looking at 10-20 meters from the seabed. Up to the top of it. With its shallowest point roughly at 27 meters depth. Further out towards the 12-mile limit, we have a depression at 105 meters. Again, you'll find these softer depressions tend to form sediments and silts. Not always, but as a general rule of thumb. And in there you will find more langoustines and prawns. So we'll zoom out again, go along to, looks interesting out here. As you can see, we have this channel in the seabed, ancient remnant of perhaps of a prehistoric river. We'll come up to the shallower end of it, follow it up. Here it starts to shallow out. We're up at 80 meters water depth, coming into flat seabed. Pretty flat seabed, 80 meters across the board. So obviously areas of flat seabed, very attractive for bottom trawlers. But they do need the occasional feature to provide a aggregation point for fish. maybe a wreck there. We'll keep on looking. And certainly out here I think we have the Nymph Bank. This area here. So again, a very flat, apparently flat area of seabed at about 70 meters depth. And as you go further north in it, starts to get interesting shapes to it, shallowing up to about 60 meters. With sand wave features, as you might expect. These sand waves are in the region of, I'll switch on the color wash here on the navigation screen so you can see where they are. 66 meters dropping to 69 meters, so quite shallow. They're well spaced out. We're looking at distance between them in the order of 200 to 300 meters. Not so steep that they aren't fishable. Certainly fish them following the directions of the channels, and you may be able to fish them working across them as well if they're not too high. So we can see here the detail of the main channel. And if we take another look in here at the 12-mile limit of the Irish coast, again we can see that the we've got 69 meters rising up to 56 meters on the edge of this sandbank here. Again with a deep depression on the one side and shallow on the other. So I'll just quickly take a look across at the Cardigan area here. Again, we're seeing features in the seabed. that will give workable grounds for static gear. And again, just to remind you, these charts are ready-made. You don't need to add your own soundings unless you have the requirement to. On the whole, you don't need to add your soundings. So for fast boats, boats doing 20 knots that can't keep an echo sounder transducer in the water, this is your answer. And again, in the shallower areas of the Irish Sea and Cardigan Bay, the sand waves that you would normally expect with high current areas in shallower water. And the depth here is 39 meters. Shallow. These are low elevation sand waves. About 3 meters high. So again, for bottom trawlers, beam trawlers, quite workable. Okay, we'll stop this video there, and at the end of this we will put on the list of outlets where these charts and the software can be procured. It will be the list of European outlets and UK outlets.